straightforward pricing was the first thing we did. Well, actually, the very first thing we did was service fee.
Okay.
Started doing the service fee right away.
Yeah.
And that made a big difference.
Right.
You wouldn't think that would, but it really does.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first thing we did, and then we tried to get service or straightforward pricing in place as soon as we could.
Mm-hmm.
And we got new, some new uniforms, not total uniforms, but we got new shirts and some things like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we did right away. Service line is what we really wanted to get going right away. So
Okay.
that's one of the first things we did as well.
Okay. Very good. Well,
and then get our financing set up. That was another thing that was major for us.
Yeah. Yeah, that is that's a lot of big stuff right there. That's not light lifting. Let's take a few of these at a time. The service fee, obviously, great way to get rid of price shoppers. It's a great way to increase revenue. What did you find in implementing it that people you were getting in front of maybe better customers?
I don't know if it affected how many customers, but we were leaving. I don't know how to say this, but we were leaving money on the table.
Yeah.
We weren't charging enough. I mean, plain and simple. Yeah.
Yeah. That was going to be.
I always tell the guys, do what's right, not what's easy. And, so sometimes that meant, doing more than maybe our competition would do, but we weren't charging any more than they were charging,
Yeah.
And so you got to charge for what you're worth.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, that was going to be my next question, because you mentioned straightforward pricing. A part of it is obviously the tool itself, right, to help communicate what you're all about. But behind it is the pricing part. Did your service and replacement prices go up quite a bit?
Yeah. They did. Service went up. I would say probably by 25%.
Yeah.
Plus the service fee.
Mm-hmm.
So we changed, our hourly rate, so to speak.
Right.
You figured out what the flat rate pricing, or sorry, not flat rate, but straightforward pricing rate actually is.
Sure.
Comparative to what we were doing, it probably went up 25%, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Plus the service fee. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we changed our after hours.
Oh, you changed your after hours?
Yeah.
No, that's right. There's a little delay, so that's all right. What'd you change your after hours to?
We changed it so it's $150 service fee, and then the technician, when he goes out, he gets $50.
Nice. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. You got to incentivize those guys for going out late at night.
Absolutely. I did it for years, and so I always kind of look at it through their perspective, So.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you right now, Iowa, when it's 0 degrees out and I don't have heat, I'll pay twice that for you to get out there and turn that furnace back on.
That's right. Yeah, they don't complain too much. If you can get there, they don't complain too much. Yeah.
No, not at all, not at all. So that's interesting. I mean, to me, it's always what you guys do, what tradespeople do is it's so incredible. You guys are so skilled. On top of all the communication you need to be able to do for people to understand what you do, you guys deserve to be paid a good price, right? And I think that's what we find with a lot of new contractors with us. It's like you're not paying what you're worth, or you're not getting paid what you're worth.
Right.
So when was the last time you updated your pricing before that you recall?
Maybe a year before that.
Yeah.
Before we joined CertainPath.
Yeah. And with all the price fluctuations, I mean, it's the bananas now in our industry, how things have just go up and up and up. So you got to stay on top of that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about replacements? How about your replacement systems? What kind of increase did those have to go?
I think they probably went up. I mean, that was the big jump. Was our retrofits or replacements. That was our biggest jump in how much we charge. I was always worried about what everybody else was charging and trying to compete.
Sure.
And I don't even worry about that anymore.
Right.
So we're not on the same level as those other guys that are competing on price.
Yeah.
I'll let them battle that out. They can have it.
Yeah, that's great.
But to answer your question, I think our installs probably went up 25 to 50%. I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. You were you desperately needed that. I'm going to say right now.
Yep.
So, I mean, maybe people weren't saying yes as frequently, but the ones that were, you're finally making the money on those hard jobs.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's incredible.